Hello, ever heard about a bubble chart? Yeah, this is what a bubble chart looks like. And then, have you ever thought of what chart you could use to wow your audience when you are making reports that had to do with top 5 performance or performance ranking, maybe in a sales data record or whatever? Then, a bubble chart is one you should use to make your report more colorful. So I'm going to be taking you in this video step by step process on how to create a bubble chart like this. So follow me as I show you this. I'm going to delete this bubble chart I have here and then start from beginning to show you what and how I created that. So first of all, I would like to tell you that bubble charts are used for performance rating. Bubble charts are used for performance ranking. Like if you have a sales data and you want to know top 5 sales performing agents or top 5 states by budget or so, then your bubble chart is your best fit for that. Okay, look at this record I have here. First of all, I'm going to do this. Let me say I'm going to take off all the formats I had, clear formats, exactly, and then probably let me do something here. Uh, Move this to this place, and then move this to this place. Okay, so I have this record. These are states in Nigeria and the budgets. Mind you, this data is not correct. I just had to put in these figures for the purpose of creating this bubble chart. So I want to create a bubble chart. The first thing you should take note is if you have your data and you have your records, first of all, try to look at the data, understand it, and then find a way to fine tune it and make it ever ready for you to create your bubble chart. So in this my record I have here, in this state across budgets, I'm looking at it. I'm just seeing figures. I don't understand whether they run in millions. I don't understand whether they are naira or whether they are currency. But already I know budget. Anything that has to do with budget, speaking about currency. So I'm going to format this to currency. So highlighting this, I go to number group on my home tab on the ribbon. I click down and I put currency. Once I do that, I'm going to see these figures I had before making more sense for me. So the next step I'm going to do is I would want to sort this according to hierarchy, like the largest state by the budget to the lowest by the budget. So I'm going to sort it by the budget. So this still highlighted. The shortcut for that is alternate on my keyboard, H S O. So when I press that, a dialog box will come out. It says, do I want to expand selection? Yes, I would want to expand selection. So I'm going with this expand selection selected, I'll click sort. So now I have my figures sorted. I have them sorted from the sort. I can see Lagos has the highest budget, followed by Rivers, Kano, Bauchi, Anambra, and Akwa Ibom. I have a total of 6 states here. But for this bubble chart we're going to create, we want to do a top 5 states by budget. Okay, so this is the first thing I have done to make my figures look more or make more sense to me, and also to do what? Sort it by largest state with the highest budget to the lowest. With this ready, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw or set my X and Y axis where my bubble charts will lie basis on. We will lie their basis on. I'm going to plot my X and Y axis. That's at the step. X and Y. Just in any empty space on your Excel. And then let's use any number. Let's start with 30. And then now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write a formula because I want to do top 5. My x and y axis should have 5 values. So the first is 30. So I'm going to be doing that with difference of 5. So the next should be equal to this minus 5. When I do that, I have 25. Because I said I want to do that for 5 values, because what I want to do is top 5. My bubble chart should be showing me top 5. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to draw this down to 10. Yes. So when I do this to 10, I have 5 figures, 5 values. That is its count of 5 values. So I have 30, 25, 20, 15, and 10. When I do this, I just hold this, hover around here to have this plus sign, and then shift and drag, like drag it. So when I'm dragging this, you'll see I will have 31. Like the fill option I'm having here is looking like series, fill series, but I don't want that to have to be fill series. So next thing I might do is just quickly come here and change this to 30. And when I change it to 30 on the y-axis, everything changes to look like this, the same. That's been done. Next thing I will do, the next step I will take is to insert a bubble chart on an empty space in my Excel worksheet. So click on insert on your insert tab on your ribbon, Excel ribbon, and then go to charts group. Under charts group, you will see this insert scatter plot x and y or bubble chart. So double click on that drop down, and then you go to bubble. Choose this one. You can decide to use 3D bubble or this. I would want to use this, a simple one for the time being. So having that clicked, you now have your empty bubble chart area for you to start working on. I will take this and drag it down. The next step is, even if you click out, the next step is to click on it and then click on chart design on the ribbon. When you click on your chart design, click on what? Select data. So when you click on select data, you will have a dialog box that comes out for you to work on. On that dialog box, click on add. Now you are having stuff to fill up. The first one is series name. This option you can either select by range or fill it in yourself. But now I'm going to be filling it in myself. Filling it in myself. The name should be top 5 states by budget. That is the first thing. Then the next is what? X-axis, isn't it? Your series X values. That's the reason why you plotted this. Okay, I come to this place. This is the first one for the X. I select it. Next one is what? Series Y values. I take this off. I come to this same one and select it. Now, the last you have to fill is your series bubble size. Series bubble size, because we are dealing with budgets, we are going to be selecting the budgets for top 5. So you just count it 1. As you are going down, you'll be seeing your rows that are selected times column. 2 rows has been selected. Okay, 3 rows has been selected. You're seeing it 3R. 4 rows selected, and then the last one is Anambra, 5 rows. So once you have these 5 selected, click on OK, and then click OK. Now you are having this already. What is going to happen? Now we are going to do, the next step for us is what? To start formatting our bubble chart. Now, I'm going to remove the grid lines on the bubble chart. I'll click on inside any of the grid line. Once I click on it, I press delete on my keyboard. The same thing on the vertical ones, and press delete. I'll click and remove what? The X and Y axis. I'm removing it. Now I have my bubble chart this way, but yet still not doesn't make sense, right? So what we're going to do now is to add data labels to it. So clicking on this plus sign for chart elements, I click on data labels, click on this arrow, I go to more options. A dialog box has come out again. A format label, data label just came out. Now I'm going to untick this Y value. Untick it. We don't need it. Click on the bubble size now. With the bubble size clicked, scroll down and say below. You have it below, right? Yes, we have it below. Okay, increase your charts. Sorry, still there. There are labels, more options, data labels. Sorry, data labels, more options. Yes, bubble size has been selected. Yes. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to click values from cells. Value from cell. This will allow me to input the names of the states from the cells. That's from this data. So with this selected, you have to what? Select the range. I'll select from Lagos to Anambra and I'll click OK. This is done. So now, next thing I'm going to do is to further make our data label, our bubble chart make meaning or make sense, I'm going to format the colors. The highest one, the highest value, which is Lagos State, I'll format it to be green. I'm formatting it to be green. Sorry, I formatted all. Make sure you are selecting only one. Formatting it to be green. And the last one, which is Anambra top 5, make it red. And now that you have it, you have your bubble chart ready and done, awaiting you to export it to your report for your stakeholders to read. And that is how to make a bubble chart. Thank you for staying tuned up to this moment.